Hello and welcome back to Pandemic Playground with Dave. We are back with ship evolution again. And of course today we're gonna try our luck with hacking a Mayday and see how that goes. So let's get started. We're gonna go for the Mayday over there really quickly and see if we can do the hacking. I got all the mats for it. It's in my cargo over there. I did change this up into an artillery because it was, I think, supposed to be an artillery to begin with, but just put in the wrong thing. So here's one artillery here, and then an assault cannon like that. Hopefully that'll be better for longer range. Could probably just change this to an assault cannon as well instead of a Gatling. I feel like Gatlings are not as useful anymore after dealing with the warship and everything like that. But yeah, let's try our luck with this hacking mod to see if it's gonna work on a Mayday. So I was supposed to see, I may have lost it already, but they should have been Mayday in that direction. Yeah, right there. So this for sure. Ooh, there's a warhead in there, so that's interesting. But yeah, I was contemplating if I should make a small large grid fighting ship, so similar to this one here. We'll make it more mobile and tucked in with the weaponry, although interior turrets wouldn't be the best bet here. I want at least one assault cannon and maybe some cannons that I can use on myself. So like using some of these weaponry here, that would be nice, but I don't think we could use, some of these won't be able to use on large grid, except for the assault cannon, I think, right? Or these are all small grid. So that's where it's not that great, because everything is like small grid only, except for the rail gun, but that's not gonna be fun to use because of the charging. Yeah, it looks like there's only small grid version of it that we can use. We'd like to make a large grid, like to be able to fly like a small grid and use it as weaponry, but it looks like we can't do that, can we? So things like an autocannon or even assault cannon. Well, maybe an assault cannon this way. Yeah, it's all small grid, so we can't utilize this as large grid. So that's out of the picture. I mean, we could using subgrids, but probably not as strong that way, I guess. Maybe. I could be wrong. Okay, so let's take our ship, hightail it out of here. Go for the Mayday really quickly. See if we can hack it, because that's going to be fun. Alright, so we're just going to... Let's see here. I think we're on stockpile. We should really get that adjusted here. So the hydrogen tanks right here are part of the ship. So big blues, hydro tanks. Okay, that should do it. I'm gonna just call this C and D for fun, I guess. Okay, so the grouping hydrogen tanks right here. I'll just do toggle stockpile. So right now it's on toggle stockpile, so that's why. Like that. Alright, we're gonna come off of this. Again, we should really upgrade the backward thrust because we need it. But I think we're okay here for now. We are gonna go to our checkpoint here, or waypoint, and then look for that ship wherever it was. It's around this side here. I mean, we could just fly towards here and the ship pop up anyways, so let's just do that. All right, so we're slowing down now. We're about 2 kilometers away, which is still a little crazy that we're still slowing down at that far of a distance. I stopped it at like 3.5, maybe even earlier. Okay, I'm just gonna go forward just a tad more because we are pretty far away. There seems to be some kind of weaponry over there. So that's about 1.5. Let's slow it down. Things are on fire, so that's not great. That means things have been destroyed on this thing, which is not looking good if that's the case. Our weaponry are off, so we should be okay. Oh, I'm getting a little too close now. I hope we stop in time for any turrets that can fire upon us. 600 will definitely do it if we get too close. And don't forget, we did spot a warhead in there, so we gotta be careful of that. Mayday right in this direction, 15 away. Not seeing it though, but we'll probably end up seeing it later down the line. All right, what's on this thing? I see a door there, conveyor junction, potentially a battery. Antenna, that's the warhead. And I know I saw a bit of a weapon thing somewhere. Not seeing it now. It's probably inside. Where did I see the weaponry? I know it's around somewhere. Guess not. It may be just inside though. So we gotta be really, really careful here. That is the alarming piece there. I mean, we might be able to get to it and disarm it, but we could probably hack it, I believe. All right, I'm gonna head over to one direction, probably this direction. Yeah, the front instead of the middle or so where the warhead is. Try to avoid any weaponry as much as possible and try to avoid that from actually blowing up. Okay, go this direction. Not getting shot at or anything, so I think we're okay. Yeah, I think we're okay. Hopefully we don't hit a sensor or anything. No weaponry. Okay, that's good. Okay, so this is the bridge. I think we've seen this once before. Let me see if I can hack into this. I could then claim this grid at least, which probably isn't the whole entire grid. Yeah, it's like half the grid. Right? So this is separated from that. So I need to be potentially on this side of it to avoid the potential warhead from exploding. All right, I'm going to go in here. I'm probably going to hack this gyroscope. Claim this. And this is the one with the warhead, right? Yes. And it's armed. So if I hack it, I should be fine, right? I don't even know how that works. It says via subgrid. So would I not be able to do it just by throwing it here? Or do I really have to build some kind of like subgrid, like a rotor, hinge, or whatever the case may be? Let's see how that works. Okay, I'm just going to grab some rotor materials, some hacking materials. See if this works out. Haven't tried this mod yet, so definitely is going to be interesting. I'm not sure. Yeah, this was connected because I checked. All right, so grab a hacking computer, throw it on here, and hacking computer attempting to hack small cargo container is 1 and 2, and it failed. Success. It says success and it failed. Why? Oh, it's hacking every little bits, I think it was, right? Yeah. So it's hacking... hacking air vent now. Can we direct it to what to hack? And... doesn't look like it eats anything to hack it. Too many times timer blocks. So is anything owned? Yeah, there's some things owned. So it's going to take a while to actually get things done, huh? Wasn't expecting that. I just need this to be disabled, really, more than anything else. So it doesn't consume anything, I guess, which is good. I think do we lose anything if we take it apart? No, it doesn't look like it. So it's just hacking its way. And if we did another one, would it just go faster? Ooh, I don't have enough super conductors for this, do I? Let's get out there and find more. So this makes it an interesting twist instead of like constantly going back and forth with the grinding of stuff. The only thing I see bad is that if there was actually a weapon and you slowly hacked into certain grids, it's gonna start kind of like exploding stuff or shooting it or whatever the case may be. So that's the only thing that I think would be pretty bad. But yeah, it's 2 computers now just hacking away. So that kind of works out. That's a nice little effect to it. I think it would be nice if it consumes something that doesn't make it as crazy. So, okay, my warhead is now disarmed. So there should be some kind of sensor, right? No sensor. So we would have been okay, actually, unless we touched it or whatever the case is. But we disarmed it, so we should be okay. Let's see what else is on here. I didn't even see what was a small cargo container ship it was called. No, it's called the RS-1217 transporter. So how is this thing supposed to be? This is the front and bridge for sure, but where was it connected? Let's see. This is another piece that ripped off, so hard to kind of tell what's what. So this one has batteries here. This kind of looks like windows, ion thrusters. So it's the other side of this. It looks like. Well, it probably is supposed to go in from here. I guess. There's actually a Gatling turret right over there. I think we hacked it. Yeah, it looks like we hacked everything. So that was lucky. Didn't even spot that before. So that could have... actually, no. It's still access denied. Okay. There's no ammo in here anyway, so... Okay, never mind. No anything in the cargo container. Great. That is very unexpected. Okay, some hydrogen power generators. We turned that off, or hydrogen engines, what that really is. Our hacking, I think it's done. We can't get to some for some reason, right? No enemy blocks found. No enemy blocks found. Alright, cool. So, do we lose any mats when we do this? I hope not. Nope, doesn't look like it. So, I guess we can, like, kind of take over other things if we need to. Such as here, but that's just a bridge. I really wish I knew how this thing was looking put together. But more or less, I mean, you kind of tell. But where is the front of the ship? Because this is the bridge and it's looking like it's coming off of this. So was this supposed to be connected into here? It looks like it's supposed to be, unless I'm completely wrong. And that's supposed to go in there. And what's this for? Yeah, I can't really tell exactly. It's a weird looking ship, to be honest. It's a very not symmetrical ship. But yeah, it looks like that belongs here and that belongs there. But is there any way we could mount this thing onto our ship? Not that I can tell. Or that I can utilize it for. The only thing I do like about this whole hacking thing is that, you know, I got the batteries easier instead of me slowly mining it down and everything like that. But I don't like the fact that there is no cargo to loot off of this thing. The only thing that's worth anything is probably the batteries and this warhead right here, which has a little bit of explosives. Not too much though. But if we wanted to put this back together, I am very curious to see how I would be able to do that. Yeah, I'm a little confused how this all looks and works. I feel like, see how it's weird that this window's here, but I don't see any windows here. But on the other side, I do. So it's like, should it be on that side instead? Like, this is upside down? Potentially? Like, if we spun this around, then it would match up with the glass. But I don't think we'll be right side up anymore, because as you see here, the doors are this way. So that's a little confusing. Alright, we are running out of hydrogen for some odd reason. So we gotta decide what we want to do with that ship. Either just, you know, scrap it, or rebuild it, whatever the case may be. I can't really tell exactly how it fits. Yeah, I feel like this should be spun around though. So that's the weird part. But this is right side up and this is right side up. So it should just seemingly go right in. I don't know. That's the interesting piece to it. This one here, more or less, is probably just needs to go downwards a little bit to attach. I cannot tell. And it has one of these big old thrusters. Only one though. So it's like, this is forward. Okay. Just fine by me. And this is left. It's almost like a station-like thing. I wonder if I could grab something and just like put it together and see what happens. Let's see. Alright, this timer block is for the antenna. This timer block is for the antenna. This timer block is for doors. For whatever reasons. Alright, so how do we do this? If we want to put it back together, we probably have to use the landing gear or something and shove it and weld it and everything like that. But like I said, I do not know how this really works. I mean, maybe if we fix the demented pieces a little bit, we can then see a little bit better. Okay, so how would that fit in this? It just doesn't fit in there, does it? I don't think it does. It's the weirdest thing. But, I mean, just looking at it, it kind of looks like it should fall right into this whole section. I mean, it's probably missing stuff, obviously, but still, it doesn't look like it could fold into it very nicely, can it? Okay, so that fixes that a little bit. Yeah. I mean, we could try to fit it in. It's just weird that that has glass and this one doesn't. Maybe it's supposed to be like that. Who knows? All right, we need our ship if we want to kind of do this for no apparent reason, but we're going to attempt to do it. All right, our weapons are off. We'll turn off the welders as well. I'm just going to creep in here and see if we could do anything about kind of re-welding things together. And looks like we could start with this piece here. Okay, so let's just do this. I mean, who's to say that's not twisted the wrong way around also, right? So there's also that. But I'm just gonna go and base it on my assumptions. Ouch. Of what this is supposed to look like. Alright, I hope I didn't break any just there, but should be okay. But definitely the tug would be nice to move everything here. But yeah, this is just excess tubing that probably was part of this connection point too. But I don't know where this would fit. So we're just gonna do it this way anyway. So yeah, okay. One of our best bets to do this is probably a connector right over here instead of a landing gear for whatever reasons. So yeah, so this thing is gonna have to get connected. There's no batteries on this thing whatsoever, so that's a problem as well. But my assumption is that it should fit seamlessly right into this block here. That's just my guess. Let's see how that works out. Probably not the best, but whatever. be fun to just try to refurbish this thing a little bit. And yeah, we need to slow it down a little bit here. We're going a little too fast. We definitely need to get some large thrusters on that. Okay, since we have this kind of ours, and we're connected in there, so we can just convert this to a ship. So this is the debris. I didn't even add the weldings and everything like that. So we'll bring it up. Well, we could do the welding pads a little bit later, provided I have the welding pad mats, but I think we should. We'll bring this way. We'll do this. Back it up more. Ooh, we might not be able to do this with the cockpit right over there. So that's going to be fun. Yeah, we're not going to be able to do that. Cockpit needs to move a little bit, I think. So maybe we move the connector. So the connector should probably be down here instead. So it works a little bit better. So we could dive down and do this properly. Okay, I'm just gonna cheese it and do that to it. Get on the hook off of this. And of course, we're just gonna pivot it this way. Like so. Please don't hit too hard. Don't know if I broke anything. Okay, we are in. Perfect. Okay, let's get this thing up and running. Okay, since we're on the bottom now, it's gonna be a little bit more awkward to position ever so slightly. But I think it should just be something like this. I'm guessing. Kind of. And it should just like, oop, slip it in right there, I think. That's what I think this ship would look like, right? It kind of makes sense. It almost looks like it should be. And then the connecting points looks like it just could connect there. So good possibility that is the case. I would hope at least. It looks like we could bring it a little higher too. So like this block should meet this block right here, if anything. So it's a little bit of a slip it in type of situation here. I don't know if I should say slip it in situation, but it sounds a little funny. But yeah, I think we should try it. We might clang out a little bit, but let's experience it. Why not? We should probably just knock off this and this just to make it easier. Yeah, I think we should. That would definitely make it a lot easier. Our camera is somewhat helpful, but not really, only because of the connector over there. So let's just get rid of that connector if we can. Okay. All right, so we should be able to see a little bit better now, even with the camera. Yep, that's a little bit better. Can't really see exactly, but to line it up a little bit better than before. But I think we're pretty good here anyways, so we'll just not break anything. Jeez. Not good. All right, so we complete botched that up. Okay, so we broke the welding pad on that thing and on this thing. So we could, I guess we just throw in a welding pad here if we can, right? Or we're too close. it might be too close. All right. Forget we have remote control here. So just back it up ever so slightly. Ooh, I moved it by mistake. All right, let's just throw in a welding pad there and welding pad there. And we'll just let that do its thing by remote controlling it. We need to go up a little bit. Left. And the welding pads are in. So that's what I think it should look like. Right? And you see here, it kind of lines up to it. And even if we did do the tubing the way we scrapped, I think it was like this and that. Right? Although that's kind of odd too. But, I mean, we are able to do a T-shaped tube, so we could just do it that way. Is this... No, it's no longer connected. Yeah, it's not connected. It broke it. I'm just going to do it this way for fun. 100% not necessary. Okay, so that connects into that, Get that fixed up. I mean, is there a real reason why I am doing this? Not really. It's just kind of practicing my rebuild skills, I guess. I mean, we were doing this in the beginning. We are trying to collect ships at the same time. So if we could refurbish them, why not? I guess my assumption is it's supposed to look like that on a tail piece on the bottom. I think. But what is all this then? Unless it was supposed to connect into this. Then definitely would be making a mistake. Unless this passage here. Yeah, I think it's a passageway to go down here into here. That's what it looks like it does. No, it makes sense because this looks like it's supposed to be exposed like this. Right? Yeah, that's supposed to be exposed and this is supposed to be connected in some odd way. As you see here. So it looks like it's like so much more of these. Kind of look like that. Not sure what else is supposed to be there, but we have that there. This is... It looks like it's kind of off, though. Yeah, it's kind of off. The passage may or may not be supposed to be right over here. So the way I connected it may not be perfect. I'm thinking it probably should have been connected more or less towards the middle of this thing here. I mean, we still could do that because we can still connect it, so it's not a big deal. We can kind of get rid of the antenna if we want to. It's like nothing left on it. Yeah, just get rid of it. All right, so probably better off to get this down in the middle. So this makes more sense to have some kind of passageway connection. Right? Yeah, I think so. It just needs to shift a little to the left. So what we can do is cut these off first. They'll cut this and this. Where this tube should be attached to this here. That would probably be the right way to go. So we'll end up cutting this off here. Throwing the weld pad basically here and here. And that'll be part one of the merge and refurbishing the ship. So then we need a smaller ship would be nice to have. Oh wait. Yeah, a smaller ship would probably be easier to do all this, but luckily we still have remote control on this thing, so. Oh, jeez. We need to convert this into a station first because it is connected, but can't do anything if it is a station. Okay. All right, so facing this way, we connect, we shift to the right, and we go forward just so slightly. And there we go. Merge successful. And this time around, we are still connected. So that's good. Last time it broke off. Okay, so doing that makes it look a little bit and it feels a little bit better too. And that's connected that way. So basically now it looks like we are more aligned here. Do like something like even like that. So that's the bottom portion of the ship, it looks like. With the really, really weird seats. It's fine. Now we just gotta cut off of this and deal with that. So we're gonna cut this connector right over here. We'll merge into right over here, if anything. I don't know why I took out all the what do we call it? The windows here, but we'll throw this one in here if we can. Merge that together and we could potentially get that done. It's supposed to be right set up this way. And yeah, I think we still got that going, so we should be okay. It's an interesting ship, no doubt. So kind of interested to put it really back together, if anything. Ever so slightly. There we go. Get in there. And of course, I'm upside down here. Okay, so this is right side up based on the chairs. Looks good. Rent that ship so we can fly this thing. All right, so I don't know how this is supposed to fit. So let's see. We'll remote control into it. We'll pitch it a little bit this way. Fly forwards. Okay, I don't know how well that's supposed to be. We're a little off here, so I guess we're gonna do a little bit of maneuvering here. Oh, gonna go this way. No. It should face me like this. And like get closer this way. So now how does it line up? That's the big question. Well, we're still a little off here. So I'm gonna pop up. Then bring it down. I think. Alright? Alright, let's leave it as that for now. Let's see how this works. So how does this even go in? So that is a curve that goes in here. I guess it goes onto this. Yeah, probably. But I don't know how this is supposed to go in there. It's more or less supposed to be the same thing, I would assume. But we also are missing a block here, which could very well just be not that block. Where was that one? This one? Like this. Maybe. I'm gonna try to fulfill it a little bit so I can kind of take a better guess here on what this is supposed to be like. So we could throw that in there. And I don't know if this should be a full block or not, but let's just do a full block for now. Looks like we're missing something here. Maybe it's supposed to look like this. I don't know. A little bit of patchworking there. Grab a welding pad or two. Well, definitely two. How else would you get it connected? Okay, so we do a welding pad here. Welding pad here. And that is where we want to get connected. So how tricky is this going to be? Not too sure. We do that. Curve it this way a little bit. Forward. I can't really see that well in this camera angle, but looks like we're getting there. Do we have to shift it a little bit? Nope. Okay, something is impeding. Oh, right there. Which is fine. We're just not in there correctly. So, can we even get into it? No, we're one block off is the problem. Alright, so this is not looking quite right. No, I think it's just me. We need to, let me back up a little bit. So we need to go down like this first, then up. There we go. That is a little bit better. But I think we're still a little off because... Actually, I don't know. Is this right? This goes in here and that connects perfectly with that, but this doesn't. Are we like tilted too much? Yeah, we are. That explains it. Okay, so we tilt it a little bit more this way. Then we go down. I don't even know we have this all right. It looks like we're getting a little off now. Actually, no, we're not. We're doing pretty good here. So we just go in to the merge. I knew that was going to happen. And yet I did it anyways. Well, we should probably do this. Remove that side so we have one side to focus on more. That would probably make a little more sense, actually. So we did this. Throw in that weld pad here. Remove this section here. So we have more room for error. That's probably the best bet there. Now we can just grab this and roll it the correct way first. Okay. We gotta go this way. Don't know why it's not really getting in there. It's the roll, it looks like. Ouch. Alright, we might have to give up on the, the welding pads, because that is definitely not helping. Alright, so we are gonna go with good old merge blocks. Okay, so hopefully this would be a little bit easier to do. Let's see. Okay, we'll go this way. Yep, magnetizes a little bit better. There. That's much easier than what we were doing before, which was quite silly in a way. Okay, throw that on here. Get that in. I don't know if we have another girder, but we'll just throw a girder in here or a window there. I mean, we should have parts for a window anyways, but not so much actually. Oop. What was that? Okay, we'll throw in slanty window right here. And we'll throw in a regular old window there. And we are good. So this should be merged in there, so we can get rid of this. Oop. Almost took out the wrong block. Yeah, so it's really weird the way it's supposed to be like this. Not even sure if it should be like this, but just a guess. Oh, we were off. See what I cut off before? See, now that tells me we didn't do it correctly. Because I took out a piece here in order for this to go in. So that's not right. I mean, I could probably just take a picture of what the ship is supposed to look like. Or, I mean, like, not take, but Google a picture of it. What was it called again? Encounter the RS-1217. Let's see. Okay, so based on a picture, which I should have done that to begin with. It looks like we did it kind of correctly a bit. There's actually a lot of windows involved on this thing. I believe. No. Nah, well, it looks like either windows or dark blocks. Yeah, I think they're just blocks, not windows. So yeah, it looks like half of these are windows on one side and the other side is not. So that's interesting. I can actually grab from the workshop. It's in the workshop, so I can actually pull up to see what it looks like. But interesting ship. So all this here is a full block of nothing. Like so. And there's supposed to be a Gatling up here too. So that's interesting. And it looks like 3 blocks of windows, but we only have 2 here. So we may or may not be short a little bit. Just a tad. So maybe it's supposed to be up. Yeah, we cut one off, so we're supposed to be up forward one more. Which is fine if that's not the case. And there's actually supposed to be some what's it called? It's right over here too. Some thrusters. I think we made it a little bit too short. So the interesting piece is the bottom here is supposed to extend out a lot. So there's supposed to be a jump drive right over here too. Which is nuts. And there's a whole bunch of thrusters, ion thrusters right over here. And also at the tip. So the way we have it currently may not be in the right place, but it's looking close, so that's good. At least we have that kind of connected now. We could fix this up now with the flooring if we need to. I am going to bring this back and build and repair shit, and we'll likely get this all fixed up so we have a new ship collected. If anything, but we'll just do that. This side, more or less, there's only... Yeah, it's supposed to be 3 windows, it looks like. Yeah, I think it's 3 windows. Or 2 blocks here and then a window. Yeah, 2 blocks here and then a window. So we messed up because we made it short. But it's fine, whatever. I'm not too worried about that right now. That's what that's supposed to look like. Right there. And then it bridges into over there, which we kind of need to fix. All right, I think the tubing goes all the way over here, which is a bit odd, but should be right. And we're spending a little more than enough time on this for no apparent reason, but you do it anyways. Bit of a ship refurbish. Oh yeah, we are off there, so that's just great. But that's how it came with, or that's how it came. So for now, we do this. We could always, again, we could go to a workshop, grab it, and fix this up later down the line if we need to. But this is what I'm thinking it should look like, if anything. And then this piece here, this is the front. So it should be... Yeah, this thing is messed up. So it should face this way like that. So how we're going to grab this thing to fix it, I don't know for sure. But I'm thinking maybe we just grab it here. Put a connector on there as well. Grab this one. That one is not necessary to be there. So we'll grab that here. Throw in a connector. Okay, we'll claim this grid. And we'll grab that. Okay, so last piece to connect. And then we can bring back this ship if we want to. Get it fixed up and refurbished. Alright, so just to be sure, which way is it facing? This way. Alright, so that's not too bad. So just a little off from where it's supposed to be. And we need to make sure we hack this whole entire thing too. Looks like there's a door there that's not hacked. Or no, those are probably the batteries that are not hacked, right? Something that's there. I don't remember. Yeah, definitely batteries. Okay, so we'll get in here. Are we in? Nope. We are now. Okay. We will turn to ship. All right. And we'll get this thing kind of backed up a little bit so we can situate this a little bit better. So it should be more or less like that. Let's not break anything by doing something too hasty. We are not lined up on this at all. All right. I think that would do it a little bit better than before. Here we go. So it should kind of like fit right in there in an essence. So, yep, that should do it. We'll fix this up really quick. And I can't tell if it goes in directly into this. Or should we make it a little longer? So it's supposed to be... I get the ion thruster should equal out close to the spotlight. So where it is now is probably not perfect. So let's see here. So we fixed that up. Looks like it may or may not be the same look on both sides, right? It probably is. So how's this supposed to look? So if anything, I can throw a bit of a thing here for now. So it's gonna be like that for a window, but I'm putting a panel instead. So if it's all equaled out, it probably would look like this. And then we follow the same thing with this here, which looks like it's all these curve blocks. So not that one. Okay, so that should go now directly into this. I'm gonna deal with the welding pads because it doesn't magnetize into it, so that always is a small problem, not a big problem. Okay, merge block here, merge block here. Time to merge in. Yep, we should be clear to do so. Grab this, move to the go down a little bit first. Move to the right, or that's my right. Go forward. Ooh, too hard. See, with the welding pads, we probably would have lost that. But here we go. That's in. Perfect. That's what it's supposed to look like, I guess. Nothing too crazy. All right. We'll just throw this here. Looks like this is a full block here, if anything. And we have like this right over here. Yep, that does go right into it like that. So there's your ship. This is the transport ship, the Encounter RS-1217 transporter. We just gotta fix the tip. And all this other pieces too, if anything. Yeah. We may or may not have made this a little bit on the smaller side. Or even shorter side, or it just was supposed to be like this. Who knows? There's a chance that we may have made this too short. Potentially. Because it should be 3 blocks for refinery. Yeah, we made it probably 1 too short. Yeah, we definitely did. Because this is where a turret should go right here. Oh well, which is fine. We weren't really planning on doing it specifically the same, I guess. But more or less, we follow, if we want to follow this, oop, yeah, that's actually right. If we want to follow this look, it would have been that, and then what block is this? The, oh, I forget that works for the half slow blocks actually. So like this, and it follows it throughout like this as well. But here's where it gets tricky because it's supposed to be a little bit longer. So we have it a little too short. So it's supposed to be something like that for whatever odd reasons. And I don't believe you're supposed to be able to walk in here. Yeah, and the refinery is supposed to be hooked up into this as well because the refinery only sticks up to right here. I mean, we could even push this back a little bit more if we need to, but we'll leave it for now. Not a big deal. Alright, so I don't know about you, but I find it a little bit funner to kind of guess where everything was instead of looking at the picture, but should be okay. Just need a bit of an idea anyway to see how we could put this back together. Although we were guessing it right anyways, based on what I assumed it would be. So we are okay with that. Alright, perfect. So we got rid of all that. It looks like I'm about to need some power. All right, let's go and decide what to do with this now. So we brought it back to life. We could do more with it, if anything. Can't fly it, obviously, because it's got no real thrust on here. We could bring it back, but the only other problem is if I bring it back, I have very little flight on this thing too. And there's another, like, Mayday over here that I really want to take over as well. So either we take it with us or we don't. If we take it with us, we could just do a quick jump back, if anything. So we can always do that, but I'm trying to wait for that GPS pointer to come back up. The batteries are hacked now? Yes. I think we got everything. The only thing that's access denied are these sliding doors for whatever reasons. It's fine. Alright, where is this Mayday? 15 away in this direction. I don't see it at all. We might be too far. So it's matching up to this asteroid. As long as we go to this asteroid, we'll see it. So it's still in front of us. Where's the asteroid? Okay. We're definitely going to take this back. But we're going to have to do some kind of connection here. So we can connect into it to bring it back. How we're going to stop? That's the mystery of it all. I mean, it's not the heaviest thing, I believe. I don't think it is, at least. So we should be okay. We should really convert. I keep saying it, but I haven't done it. Either convert or throw in a whole bunch more thrusters going backwards. Yeah, I don't know. Let's leave it for now. Okay, so let's hurry up and get in here. I mean, if we really, really wanted to, we could jump to that point instead of flying it. But it's only 15 away, so it's not even terribly far away. All right, so that's in there. Let's see. Let's turn this into a ship if we can. So we have control over it. We don't have enough thruster components to put this back together. I mean, we could make it hydrogen available, but unnecessary. Let's see how this thing is gonna fly. What is over there? That's just floating there at 432 meters away. Yeah, I don't know. Actually, it's not that bad because it's actually a smaller ship than I thought. Okay, so we need to find that asteroid pattern. Where is it? We were looking at it before. Up there. Something is clanging away in the ship. So it is in this vicinity. So let's go forward, which... Ooh... It's probably scraps. So we go forward pretty easily anyway, so we're gonna do that. Right, so it would have definitely been easier to bring that thing back and then refurbished it, but... because it was in 3 or 4 pieces, we had to kind of change that idea up anyway, so... We should be okay. Now, with that thing on fire, I can't see a thing. So... Maybe I should scrap it. So that it's no longer on fire. There we go. That would be a smart thing to do. I mean, we're basically flying a flaming beacon, if anything. Alright, it's right over there. We were lastly at 13 KOA. How quickly are we going to stop with this thing? Not quick at all. So we're going to have to stop it as soon as we can. To be 100% sure we're not going to get too close and waste the whole ship for no apparent reason. Alright, 7 away. I think we get 5 away or so. Probably be prime time to slow it down. Alright, let's just... We're probably getting close. So we're going to slow it down if we can. Again, not a lot of slow potential. We literally are doing it on 6 thrusters, actually. For such a big ship. That's insane. Why am I doing it on just 6 thrusters? I don't know. Alright, we are still slowly slowing down. That's a cool ship. I think we've used this ship before. And we could potentially use that ship as part of this ship. The Big Blue. So that's a good idea too. I'm thinking more or less put it as either a bottom decker or the front of the ship. It may be too wide for the front of the ship though. That's the only problem I see here. I may have just screwed myself in terms of getting too close. Nope, we should be okay. Let's see what's on this ship here. It's a pretty good intact ship. Not seeing any weapons per se. Pretty sure there are. But I'm not seeing them. So we should be okay. Just go towards it. I probably want to grab my hacking units off of there. Where is it? Right here. I'll grab this one. And then we'll go hack this thing here. Again, I don't think there's weapons on there. I'm not hearing anything. I think we should be safe. Yeah. We definitely grabbed this thing once before. I remember this ship. Yeah. Weaponry-wise, I don't think there is any. Could be wrong. Claim it first. There's pods in here. Right. I remember this ship. Yeah, there's no weaponry on this, so let's just do a quick hack on this thing. Well, not quick. It's this thing I'm gonna slap on. It's gonna take some time to do, actually. We had this on our ship at one point. The not Big Blue, but the Imperial Stingray, if anything, or Red Stingray. The Imperial Stingray. Oh, yeah. And this is the one, yeah, this is the one with the package, the cache. So now, that's where it's going to get tricky. Because if we turn on the cache, it could be enemies or it could be some goods. So that means we might have to park this thing a little closer for now. Don't like that sound. Sounds like some bad things happening. Alright, so I think we sped up a little too much here. We're gonna have to duck down a little bit. Alright, we went a little bit too fast. Well, we should be okay. So we could definitely attach that ship onto ours if we need to. Might be a good idea. We're gonna get underneath it. So we can just throw it on top of this transport ship that we have on here. Yeah, we need more backward thrust. How many upward thrust do we have versus backward thrust is a large difference. Alright, so this thing belongs like this. It's not a huge ship either, so that's decent. But more or less, it's playing the lottery here in terms of what we're gonna. Ooh, that's not exactly what we wanted. It's got landing gear, so if we could take it over, we could just have it kind of like merge, not merge, but landing gear this thing right over there. That could do it, like so. Or ooh, let's go a little bit more this way. Let's swing this thing a little bit like that. Did we get it? Okay, yeah. We'll have it landing gear it into it like that in a second. And then we can hit the cache box and we'll probably end up fighting something. So we'll keep that in mind. I'm just going to take out these so the landing gear can just get in there. How's that hacking doing? If it's not doing fast enough, we throw in more. They're a little costly though. It's trying its best. It's got a decent amount of stuff done already, so that's good. The generators is what I care more about, or the hydrogen generators, because I want to turn them off actually. That works out. All right, it's almost done, so that's good. If we get these working, not part of ours, so we need to hack a little bit more in order to be called ours. Oh, we should get the grid also. So actually we did with that. I remember this one. It has the cryo chambers. It has, where is that? Right there, the cache thing over there. So it is a nice little scan to see if we can get a nice little thing going. Maybe, maybe not. It really depends. We'll see. Let's speed up the hacking a little bit. But that's actually a nice way of doing it, so we don't have to take over every little thing by hand, and just have that work. It's magic. I don't like the ship because of this. All this kind of like walking down and everything like that, but nice. Medical bay, gravity gens. Ooh, this was the back, if I remember correctly. So the landing gear is on, and it's not on auto lock. We can turn on auto lock on that one. All right, we are a little too close, so we might have to back up here. So we just do this a little bit, back it up. And we will attempt to get the landing gear connected. Ever so slowly. All right, there, good. Now that ship is ours. Perfect. Let's leave this here for now. So basically, we'll just lock in this ship for now. So turn this into a station. Don't know why it didn't let me. So this is now onto a station. This one is not an auto lock. We can turn this on auto lock as well. Oop. But it's not close enough to attach, which is fine. Okay, I was hoping that worked, but no, that's fine. All right, I'm gonna fly away if we have to, because we are gonna turn that thing on. Wait, did we take this over? Nope. I don't think we needed to get through the door here, did we? That's not even the right ship. It's that we're looking for. Okay. I thought there was a door here. I guess not. So we're gonna go in from this side. Okay, we're gonna end up pressing the button in 3, 2, 1. And then stash satellite right over there. So that's what we want. We'll leave this here for now. Stash satellite 1K away. So we do have to travel our butts a bit here. Right, so let's go travel. Looks like we are safe, right? Unless we get close and then we get targeted. And that'll be a different story. Okay, we are very, very close. Very close, too close, too close, too close, too close. Whoops. Okay, crisis avoided. Gotta learn to fly this thing a little bit better. Again, we don't have a lot of stopping power, so not very, very used to that. Let's see what's here. It's a small grid ship. I don't know what the sensor was. Oh, that part of it. The unmerging piece. Ooh, nice. Not something we really, really need, but still worth it in a way. Is there more? What's this do? Nothing, I guess. All right, we can scrap this. All personal belongings, basically. So bottles, weapons. Not the most useful tools because we have tier 3 ones, but should be okay. Yeah, we'll grab that. It'll be more funny if it was, you know, covered with warheads and then it'll just blow up in our faces when we get close to the cache. Don't know if that's even a thing, but it could have been for sure. All right, I'm just gonna probably grab more of the important pieces. Oop, like this. 1 uranium, that's good. Okay. We may or may not grab everything. I don't know yet. I guess we can. Well, if this thing doesn't fly away, at least. Okay, there we go. So all that little thing is gone. Not the greatest loot, but nonetheless still loot. Oop, what is that flying around? Did we miss the spot? Yep. Mine now. All right, that's fine. Okay, we gotta get back to our ships. And we're likely just gonna jump ourselves back to base. And the landing gear should hold the ship okay, I believe. If we do a jump. I mean, we could fly back, but we're 20 away. Wow, how did we get 20 away? That's crazy. Didn't expect that, to be honest. Alright, I don't know what I'm looking at. So alright, we're looking at the bottom part of the ship. So this is what we should be focused on. Oh. Yeah, we're heavy, but not too heavy. But we don't have a lot of thrusters either. I mean, at least downwards we have a decent chunk, but we need to load up a lot more on thrusters. And I keep saying that. I probably said that maybe 10, 20 times already in this episode. So ignore that. Okay, let's get in there, locked in. We gotta do not ship, not a station here, so we do convert to ship. And same with this one, we gotta convert to ship somehow. I guess right here. Oop, so access denied. Access denied. Okay, so these are access denied because they're broken. It's fine. We're at the ship. All right, we are free. Do you want to fix these up or not? If not, should be okay. I don't think building repair is going to completely destroy it. Ponos could be fairly fixed up. We had it attached as a double decker at one point. Yes, we did, because we used this connecting point right here. So can it still serve as a decent connecting point on the bottom? Maybe. Maybe. I don't know. I find it better to be right here. But then it's going to force me to try to get another one. It's just not super ideal. Right, we could move this, so that's fine. Oop, what are we targeting? Oh, the inside thing. We might need to take that out before we do a jump, because I don't think it's going to allow us to jump with that in there. I believe. But either way, there is going to be a little bit of uranium in there as well for us. Oop. A little box. When I say a little bit, it's just one. Which that was kind of expected. Alright, that's gone. Time to go. Head back home. See what build and repair does to this ship. Alright, something's still in there. So I'm not sure if we're going to be able to jump. I hope we can. Alright, so jump drive. We're going to do space station, which is already selected, so we're okay there. Let's see, can we jump? Yes, we can. So whatever that is in the ship that's targeting, that is not going to come with us. See you later. Okay, perfect. So that disappeared, and landing gear perfectly worked. Or it worked perfectly with the landing gear, I should say. 2 quick ships collected. 1 refurbished. I don't know where to put it. I don't know if we're gonna use it. It could be part of the hauler, potentially. So I don't know. That sounds like an interesting idea. Maybe we retrofit it to be the hauler. But I'm not a big fan of the tip on the bottom. So that's gonna get adjusted. I can't see a thing. Might be a little too high. Ooh, we are tilted. We could have crashed right into it. Right, build and repair is doing something, as you see there. The light show. We are we are wrong ways around in terms of direction here. Yellow should be repairs. So we are wasting a lot of mats on repairing this whole entire ship. Both of them. Although we do have a lot of mats, so we should be okay. At least, I shouldn't say a lot. We have a decent chunk of mats, so we should be okay. But the light show is amazing. Right there. Look at that. Yellow lights bouncing everywhere. Oop, something just turned on. A little scary. Wasn't expecting that. Okay, we are now right side up. And we can move a little to the right here. Come down. We don't have to attach this on yet. Don't know if we're going to crash into anything. Alright, let's back this thing up a little bit. Alright, we should be okay. We'll leave that there. Kind of attached this way. Let's see what's going on really quickly. So it looks like we're fixing windows. We're fixing the ponos. There should be something here too. Gonna throw a conveyor junction for now. Get that fixed. And the hacking is still on there, so it should hack that up. No problem. That's a lot of iron thrusters on this thing. There's a turret. Completely forgot there's a turret here. It's off, so it's fine. This one big old thruster. That's probably gonna be a pain because it's gonna kill all thruster components, which we don't have. And everything else is just regular ion thrusters. Yeah, they're just regular ion thrusters. So not much to worry about. But yeah, this thing is a little short. It should be a little bit longer, especially the front here, by 1 or 2 blocks. I think 1. So here's that. This ship looks like it's completely fixed up already, except for the thruster components. I guess we can produce them, if anything. We should have a good chunk of them, to be honest. Or ability to build a chunk of them. Yeah. Except for platinum. I don't think we have that much platinum. Or any platinum, for the matter of fact. Platinum, it is a no-go. Yeah, we might have to go ahead and buy some platinum. That's actually funny. No platinum there. Do we have platinum on this ship? I don't think so, but if we did, it's just really minor amount. Oh, we do. Well, not minor amount. Don't know about that. About 1k worth is not very minor. Alright, we throw that in there and we'll produce a good chunk. I don't know how much we're going to be able to build, but we'll just have that build. Everything's going to repair itself. And of course, we did what we came in to do. Grab those 2 Maydays and did a little extra in refurbishing this transporter. And of course, we got the Ponos once again. So we are going to merge that to our ship next time around. Again, I think it's going to be part of a nacelle here. So we might just scrap half of this off. Or we'll scrap up to here off. And we'll throw that on. And of course, we could change this up to be 1 hydrogen thruster or leave it as 2. But up front here, we don't need a cockpit. So this is going to be opened up a little bit more. And we'll throw in the hydrogen thruster in that case. So that should look pretty decent. Alright, so these are still access denied because we don't have parts for it. Which is fine. We can just remove it. Not a big deal. Don't know if I remove it. Is that going to cause an issue? Probably. This is going to look pretty decent. If we get it merged in, we don't need that there. Yep, we'll figure it out. So we'll get this merged into Big Blue so we have a slightly bigger ship in this case. So hope you guys enjoyed this episode of me stealing these 2 quick Maydays. If you did, please like and subscribe. Don't forget to drop a comment down below, even to just say hi. And of course, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.